I'm afraid of being overweight. I do not want to be overweight. Sure, some people tell me, oh, you're so skinny, or that I shouldn't be so obsessed about my weight. But I do get scared about being overweight. Why? Let's see. Our society tells me that being skinny is beautiful and being overweight is unattractive. Our Western culture also endorses eating as much as you want and as unhealthy as you want and still being as skinny as possible to fit into those tight jeans or that fitting top. I think there's only a special breed of people that can do both. Usually it's one or the other. Exhibit A. If I eat unhealthy, I gain weight. If I eat too much, I gain weight. And then there's also the whole deal about social media telling me that guys want girls who have amazing bodies because guys are visual creatures. Fine, whatever. But all of this stuff does affect me and it motivates me to be thin. But above all this, I do not want to be overweight for one main reason. I feel great when I'm skinny. Now, when I say the word skinny, I don't mean anorexic or bulimic. I still intend to be healthy, but I enjoy looking good. It's funny that I say that because I actually don't like wearing makeup and I like greasy hair. But anyways, there's nothing wrong with being skinny. I think people's main problem with it is if weight or dieting is the only thing that you talk about. And it shouldn't be, because no one likes it when anyone obsesses over something. Everyone loves food and we have to eat, right? Right. But for me, there's more to it. My brain is constantly monitoring my body weight, and I can sense when I'm a little bit overweight. When I have the right amount of skin and fat, I can easily move and dance and run and play. I don't need a lot of excess fat, so I don't want it. Now, I'm going to tell you 7 habits of mine which help keep my weight down, and then I'm going to give you 2 important ways of thinking that serve as a foundation for all of this. So I want you to take what you like and leave the rest for someone else, okay? Number 1. I listen to my body. Some days I'm on my period and I don't feel like eating. Some days my body tells me to go eat the whole house. So I do. That's why we don't have a house anymore. Just kidding. See, some people need to eat every few hours. Some people cannot eat for maybe 4 or 5 hours, depending on what you eat. For example, eating high protein foods will last you longer than eating a sugary cereal every meal. But the important thing is to analyze the signals that your body is giving you and to start classifying them. Sometimes you're not hungry, but your body is asking you for something. For example, sometimes I just need to cuddle. But when I don't get that, then I go back to food. So you need to think about what it is that you actually need, because more often than not, it's not food. Are you sad? Do you need a friend? Do you want to play? Do you just need to sing or talk? Do you need to go for a walk? Are you avoiding thinking? Are you avoiding work? Are you bored? See, when my mind is active, I'm thinking less about food. When I did jobs that I didn't like or was bored in, food would be my escape. But now that I'm doing something I love, food is not a priority anymore. Thank you, Katie. Number 2. I don't eat in front of the TV. That's because we don't have a TV. Just kidding, we do. But I like to think about my food when I'm eating it and actually enjoy it. This way, my brain registers that I ate and how much I ate instead of being distracted by the show. Number 3. I avoid eating out as much as possible. Think about it. Fast food restaurants stay in business only if you come back for more. And how do they keep you coming back for more? By making it taste delicious. And what makes it taste delicious? Lots of unhealthy things. Excess of salt, sugar, unhealthy fats, Additives. I have no idea what they put in that food, and I usually feel gross after eating it. But if I cook, I know what's going into it, and I'm actually working for my food. Number 4. I don't buy a lot of junk food, and I try to convince my mom not to as well. Just because they make it doesn't mean I need to buy it. And if I don't buy it, I can't eat it. My body is precious and I like watching what goes into it. Another side note, don't go into the grocery store hungry, okay? I hope everyone knows by now that you'll most likely buy food that you don't need or shouldn't be eating. Number 5, eat just enough. Our bodies actually don't need a lot of food to function. Try it. When I get enough sleep, exercise, and love, I don't need a lot of food. This goes back to the point about reading your body. Besides, it's nice to actually be hungry before you eat. Have you ever eaten so much and so often that you actually miss being hungry before you eat? I think it's a first world problem, but I definitely have. So wait until you're hungry before you eat your next meal. But if you're going to be hangry, please eat a little something and then spare everyone around you. Number 6. I like to keep my mouth clean. No, I don't mean brushing after every meal. I mean that I like to end my meals with either a fruit or a vegetable, so that that's the final taste that I have in my mouth. When I end off with an unhealthy sugar or processed food, there's little remnants of that stay in my mouth, and that leaves my mouth begging for more. For example, if I eat chips, I could continue eating them forever. But if I serve some in a bowl and then get rid of all the extra bits out of my teeth once I'm done, I realize that I'm actually not craving anymore. Number 7. Do not eat. If I starve myself, I either get headaches or I justify overeating at the next meal, which means too much food and too much calories, and not what we wanted. So those were 7 tips that I use. Now for the 2 important ways of thinking. 1. I don't listen to comments that other people make on my weight. People may say all sorts of things, but I just think to myself, I am me, I was given this body, and I'm going to make it work for me. So I need to figure out what weight I want to be and be happy with that. If you have lots of pounds and if you like it that way, that's perfectly fine. But know that there can be health consequences with what you eat or don't eat. So just do your research on that, okay? And if you want to be skinny, that's perfectly fine. Just know that there can be health consequences with what you eat or don't eat. So just do your research on that. People sometimes admire me for having less weight and they want to join my club. So I let them in on my secrets because I want them to feel great about their body too. Other people might just be jealous and try to make me eat more so that they don't feel guilty. But it's all okay because at the end of the day, I don't need to listen to them. I just listen to my body. Some people say to me, "Oh, you eat so little." Maybe they're doing it because in brown culture we try to feed people as much as possible because it's like an etiquette thing, which I honestly don't mind sometimes. Or maybe because they feel bad that they're eating so much themselves. But either way, you need to feel good about your body. You don't have to let the world dictate how much weight you have when it comes to beauty. But you should eat what you need to feel good about yourself. But you should also remember to keep in mind the health consequences of what you put inside your body. One more thing, if someone is telling you that you're overweight, and if you are, maybe they actually care about you, so don't feel like they're judging you. Just start thinking through what and why they're telling you. There's people who actually care about you. The second way of thinking. Stop comparing your body with everyone else's body. I don't think it occurs to a lot of people that everyone's body is different. Wait, what? Are you telling me that a pro bodybuilder might need to eat more food than a toddler? No way! In the same way, you cannot expect me, a 5'3", 23-year-old, to eat the same amount as a 6', 50-year-old, or the same as a 4'8", 13-year-old boy. I have a different metabolism. Some people work out every day. Some people like sitting down every day. Everyone burns food at a different rate, and their body is telling them what they need. And your body is telling you what you need. I have health problems that other people don't have. For example, my sister and my mom can eat wheat without a problem. But for me and my dad, when we eat it, especially whole wheat, we get splitting headaches, either a few hours or a few days after, depending on how much we eat and what kind we eat. Same deal with chocolate and sugar for us. And then there's nuts. My family can eat nuts and cheese without a problem, but when I eat them, I get patches of eczema that won't go away for months. Yes, I eat them and I still take meds, but I do it knowing the consequences and without overdoing it. In conclusion, it's okay to want to lose weight. It's fun to look good, and your body functions better with clean, healthy foods. You wouldn't put unleaded fuel into your BMW's diesel tank, would you? Then what makes you think it's okay to put tons of junk food into your body? There's a couple more tricks that I use, but maybe we'll save those for another day. We don't want this video to be too long. Alright. Bye, guys. Say bye, Katie. Bye, guys.